Hi everybody, I am going to help you guys walk through the process of inputting rubrics into our grade and then creating decision points. There's another there's another video on YouTube which I've also sent you the link to that will show you how to actually input the data once you have the decision points created. So what you need to do if you're on a Mac, log into our grade using Safari. Don't use Firefox. It doesn't like our grade. I don't know why. So log in, go to the bsu.edu rgrade page, log in as an instructor, and then you'll get this home page. If you have not yet input any rubrics into our grade, you need to do that first. So I'll show you how to do that. Click on Rubrics right here, and then this is a carefully hidden link, but go up here to the corner, and right there in green, click on Create a Rubric. So you will now create a brand new rubric that you're going to use to assess your students. So you need to select the unit. We're in the College of Fine Arts. You need to select no, you don't need to select the discipline. And then name your rubric something. So for instance, MTO singing. And I apologize that I know that's not the right name for this theoretical rubric, but I'm just sort of making this up as I go along. Description can be whatever you want. And then you can either score it on points or percent. It doesn't really matter. It just depends on how you want to record the data. I think we did ours on percent. And then the column set, these are the number of the different ways in which you're going to judge the kids. I just stuck with the standard one, which is a 4-column set: unsatisfactory, basic, proficient, distinguished, and then you click create the rubric. So then what you need to do is go through here and define the threshold values. We, in the TSO, we did, I believe it was like 60 for unsatisfactory, 75 for basic, 80 for proficient, or maybe it was 85. These numbers don't matter that much. You do need to put something in, but just it's basically DCBA and then 100% for distinguished. And then you want to title the row, and now this is the point at which you're going to the rubric you created. I think I have a copy of the AO rubric, so I'm just going to use that one. I don't have a copy of the MTO rubric. So then you just simply want to go to the rubric you created and label the row vocal production. And then you need to go through and under, I don't think you need to put anything in the description. For unsatisfactory, simply go over here and copy what you created in the rubric, paste it in there, copy what basic is, paste it in there, copy what proficient is, paste it in there, and copy exceptional, or as they say, distinguished. Again, the language doesn't matter. And then when you're done with that one, click on Add Row. Whoops. You do have to describe the row. Okay. Just do it that way. I'll click on Add Row, and that will save vocal production, and that means that is there in the row. And then you just need to go down to the second row, and whatever term you've used to describe your second rubric element. So physical life, and I'm going to go ahead and complete 2 of these so I can show you what this looks like when you put it into other places. And so what you need to do basically is do this with all of the student learning outcome assessment methods that you've created in this little rubric thing. And then once you have that done, and some of these will be really long, and you can also subcategorize it. I know the MTO has a bunch of different ones, so MTO might have a singing rubric, and then I think there's an acting rubric, and again, I don't have it in front of me, so I can't remember exactly, but you can create as many different rubrics as you want. So when you're done, add that last row, and then how do I save this? Content. No, we don't need an antivirus scanner right now. Go away. Just click on this, save those changes, go to Manage Rows, take a look and make sure these all make sense, save changes, and that should have created the rubric. So now you need to create the various decision points that your program works in. So let me see if I can remember how to do this on the fly. Go to Programs, and then select your option. And from this screen, now we're in the TSO, so we've already got ours created, but everyone else is going to need to create new ones. If you get to this point and you click on the name of your option, which should already be in there, and there's nothing here, then you need to create the decision points. So what we've done is created I labeled the 4 portfolio reviews, sophomore, junior, senior, and tier 3. You need to go through and do the same thing for your option. So over here on the left-hand side, you click on Create Decision Point. And since I'm doing this from the MTO perspective, we're going to say freshman MTO jury. And the description can be the same thing. Save changes. So then this should appear down here. Now, you have a decision point, but you don't actually have a requirement yet. So for the freshman MTO jury, you need to create a requirement. So go up here to the left-hand column and select this second one, right? Create a requirement. And then click this first dot. This assessment occurs outside of a course. That's really all you need. Do the next step. Make sure it's a rubric assessment. That's all you need. Next step. You don't need to hide this requirement from student view. Check this every single time. Although within the department, our well, actually no, don't check that. If your if passage of the freshman MTO jury is a requirement, then don't check this box. If you can fail a jury, which I think for most everybody you can, don't check the box. Then you need to decide what decision point you're going to attach this requirement to. So we're going to go down to freshman MTO jury. Then we're going to name this, let's see, MTO, what did I call it? MTO singing. So, and again, I apologize. I know I'm not using the right terminology for the name of this jury, but we're going to call it MTO singing jury. And label, just copy the description right in there, and then now you need to select the rubric. And since you will have gone through and entered all of your rubrics, you can choose one. So you'll choose MTO singing, and do not check this box. We are not going to require digital artifacts. So then create that requirement. And this will take a minute to load, and when you go back to your main page, you will now have under freshman MTO jury, MTO singing jury. And now if you want to create another one under the freshman MTO jury, you can do create requirement, next step, rubric assessment, so just do exactly the same thing, put it under the same decision point and call it, let's see, MTO acting. MTO acting, and then theoretically you would have gone through and already included your MTO acting rubric, so you would choose that from down here. I'll just choose singing because it's the only one I actually input. Click create requirement, and now you go back down here, and what you have is freshman MTO jury. That's a decision point, and the requirements for the freshman MTO jury are right here and right here. If you want to edit them, change the names, change the requirements, change the rubrics, you can do that. And then now you need to go to the other video on YouTube, which will show you how to actually record to actually input the data after you've held the freshman MTO jury, checked all the rubric boxes, then check that other video, and that'll show you how to do that. I hope this helps. As always, shoot me an email or call me if you have any questions.